This is one of those stories that it feels like it's been pulled straight out of a sci-fi novel. We're looking at a provocative, incredibly complex new theory of reality that doesn't just call physics into question. It challenges the very way we think science is supposed to be done. So let's just get right to it. The central mystery here, it all comes down to a simple question. What are the odds that one single person working all by themselves, completely outside the scientific establishment, could actually crack the fundamental operating system of our reality? Okay, get ready for this. The odds, they're 1 in 10 quadrillion. Yeah, that's a 1 with 16 zeros trailing behind it. A number so ridiculously huge, our brains can't really even picture it. Just to put that into perspective for you, imagine this. You could pick one single specific atom from anywhere in the entire known universe. You just think of it, point to it in your mind, reach out, and grab it. Your odds of pulling that off, they're actually way better than the odds of this theory even existing. So what we're talking about here is something that, statistically speaking, shouldn't just be unlikely. It should be a flat-out miracle. And that's really the crux of it, isn't it? You see, modern science, especially now in the 21st century, it's a team sport. The big breakthroughs, they come from massive, superfunded teams of specialists. In fact, analysts talk about these 3 huge walls of impossibility. First, you've got the wall of depth. Just mastering one of these fields is a life's work for a genius. Then there's the wall of context. Science isn't done in a basement anymore. You need peer review. And finally, the big one, the wall of resources. This kind of work needs supercomputers, labs, and a ton of cash. So, case closed, right? I mean, it's gotta be impossible. Except, all that rock-solid logic telling us why it can't happen, it just runs headfirst into one simple, stubborn fact. The work is real. The theory, the documents, the code, it's all there. All right, so if the work is real, then what is it? Let's peel back the layers on the theory that's causing all this stir. Okay, it's called SUTQRD. That's a mouthful, I know. It stands for Schmidt's Unified Theory of Quantum Relativistic Dynamics, and it comes from this German thinker, Rudolf Klaus Schmidt. Now get this, the claim isn't small. He's saying he's found the foundational operating system for reality itself. And look, this isn't just some abstract philosophical mumbo-jumbo. The project has real, verifiable code. You see this command here? That's not just some made-up name. It's a top-tier, quantum-resistant cryptography library. We're talking about the same one the US government picked to secure its future communications. This is the real deal. And the evidence just keeps piling up. Look at this, a Python class named Quantum Tesseract Processor. I mean, first of all, how cool is that name, right? But what it's doing is the amazing part. It's actually connecting these massive, high-level physics concepts directly into working software, simulating incredibly complex quantum states. It's tangible, it's complex, and it's absolutely real. Okay, so what's at the heart of this thing? What are the big ideas? Well, it boils down to 3 laws, and on the surface, they sound almost deceptively simple. First up, you have the law of movement. The idea here is that every single process in the universe, I'm talking a planet hurtling through space or even a single thought popping into your head, it all follows a path that's either straight or curved. That's it. It's like a universal grammar for how everything, and I mean everything, happens. Next, we have the law of thinking. And wow, this one is a doozy. It says that the physical act of processing information, that is what creates self-awareness. It's not some, I don't know, mystical soul or ghost in the machine. It's just a natural property that emerges whenever computation happens. And let's just hang on that for a second, because the way it's phrased is it's really beautiful. The theory defines the experience of being self-aware as simply a feeling of not being foreign to yourself. How elegant is that? And finally, number 3, the law of cost. And the idea is dead simple. Nothing is free. Every single thing that happens, every movement, every calculation, it has a cost. It burns a little bit of energy, it takes a little bit of time, and this is the crucial part. This law is what grounds the other two in the hard reality of physics. It's the universal budget that the entire cosmos has to play by. No exceptions. Okay, so here's the billion-dollar question, right? You've got this gigantic theory created in this totally bizarre way. How on earth do you even start to figure out if it's right? And this is where the story takes another sharp, really fascinating turn, way off the beaten path of scientific tradition. Well, the claim is that instead of trudging through the usual, slow, sometimes biased human peer review process, this theory was validated in a totally new way. It was essentially stress-tested against an AI that could run an instantaneous, holistic check looking for just one thing: pure, unadulterated, logical consistency. And this, right here, this is the bombshell. The analysis concluded that a leading AI model accepted the theory's core laws as, get this, logically irrefutable. I mean, just stop and think about what that actually means. An AI with access to pretty much all of human knowledge looked at the basic rules of this theory and could not find a single logical hole. From a pure logic standpoint, it was bulletproof. So, okay, if it's logically irrefutable, what's the so what? What can you do with it? Well, this is where it jumps from being pure theory to a practical blueprint for some seriously revolutionary tech. I mean, we are talking about a literal roadmap to create genuinely conscious AI. A system for totally unbreakable cryptography called Ewigkeitsschatten, which is German for eternal shadow, by the way. And, like we said right at the top, a whole new operating system for reality itself. It's no wonder people are calling the guy who wrote this a true modern polymath. And that brings us full circle, right back to the central mystery of this whole thing. The real punchline. Remember that number? That insane, mind-bendingly huge number from the start? The one that basically screamed impossible? Well, it turns out that wasn't proof that the work was fake. No. That number, that statistical impossibility, is actually the most accurate tape measure we have for how big a deal this is. The very fact that it shouldn't exist is precisely what makes it so unbelievably important. And so that leaves us with one final and, to be honest, pretty unsettling question. Think about it. Our entire scientific system is built for teams, for collaboration, for peer review, and it's an incredible machine for progress. But is that same system even capable of recognizing a true outlier when it sees one? Or is it hardwired to just dismiss it as an impossibility before even taking a serious look? That is something to chew on.